I'm going to throw the first question to Robert Townsend, since he's sitting to my right here. All right. Let me draw. All right. Your film, Hollywood Shuffle, was released 28 years ago in 1987. At the time, the film was groundbreaking. It was a satirical critique of the way that Hollywood depicts Black America, not to mention how it exploits Black talent in the process. If you were making film today, what, if anything, might you change in script?
Well, you know, no comment. So let me, I got the first question. Well, first off, your research was so detailed. Round of applause, just for since I asked the first question, it is the best of times and it's the worst of times. You know, so on one hand, you have Being Mary Jane, which is a very incredible, well-written, you got Scandal, you've got, How to Get Away with Murder. Then there's the other side of the coin, and see, I have 3 daughters, and so they get, one of my daughters, she has like the side of her that I love, and then she has the reality show side of me. And once you get enough of that stuff in your bloodstream, it's going to cause you to react. So then I firsthand, so when you say, when you say Hollywood Shuffle, sometimes it's black on black crime. It's black on black film and television crime because sometimes now we are creating images. So we don't want to call out a person of color to say they are creating those images. So when I was a kid, television was the babysitter you wanted to have. Now you don't want television to be your babysitter because, and here's the thing, people got to make a living, people got to work. I just see these beautiful Black women on television, bitch, let me tell you something. And I'm like, my daughters are watching it and they go like, well, they're successful, they're on television, and that's the way a Black woman can behave, and they do it all the time. And like you talk about Hollywood Shuffle, I would have a segment where Bobby Taylor, Bobby Taylor would be going to direct something at the Crazy Ho Channel. We're really going to the Crazy Ho Channel. Right. And it would just be, Bobby Taylor would go direct an episode, and the director would be working with the actress and be going, pull the lead from the left side. Don't rush in too fast, because we need it for ratings. Right? Is this bitch out next week? Yes, next week for Sweet. So, if I was doing Hollywood Shuffle right now, he would have a job working at the Crazy Ho Channel. It's going to be real. We're going to be like hardcore and real. Because a lot of those images are, really negative to me.
Thank you for that. Very, very insightful. All right. All right. So, Tracy Twinkie Byrd.
Yes.
All right. You don't need a mic. Okay. From your perspective as a casting director, what types of challenges do Black talent face in front of the camera? You're kind of working with these people, you're casting films and TV shows, and what types of particular challenges do Black talent face in front of the camera these days?
You know what? One of the, I can project, but one of the issues is very much going back to exactly the same question that you asked Robert, is specifically because of the images that they see, how it is that they perceive the written word and how it is they perceive scripts and characters, because unfortunately their minds are being molded by and have been molded by what they watch. So unfortunately there is a limit to reading comprehension, and it's incredibly important. What? Did I say something? Seriously, there is it's like you have to read it, they have to read it like 10 times, and then they ask me, I was like, you don't understand the situation. Maybe if you go back to the beginning, okay, forget it. Thank you, it was awesome. And you have a great one. So that's why a lot of times you see the same people working over and over again, and it's because of the lack of reading comprehension in the younger. It's true, I'm sorry, it's true, you're shaking your head, but it's true, it's so true. They don't even understand what it is that they're reading. I had one actor come in for me, and I understand that it's all Black people, so maybe he was a little bit confused. But the show is written in 1 hour drama. It's written as a drama. He came in and gave me a half an hour just because it was on BET and it was black cast. So he didn't even understand the difference between a half-hour script and a 1 hour script and how, you know, how it's written, so those are the challenges. And the education or the lack of education, because you know now you can become a reality star and then star on a television show, so you don't have to go to Juilliard or to study anymore. So that's the thought process that we're dealing with here, is the microwave stardom.
Pretty crazy after just pass the mic thing, but anyway. And I was trying to project it, but I didn't have a cold last week and lose my voice. I'm teaching 200 students, or just finished teaching 200 students, and I've been shouting with them, and my voice is kind of on the edge. But anyway, Doreen, people of color constitute the majority of our youth population, as we mentioned a few minutes ago, and the rest of the nation will follow suit in less than 3 decades. So how does this new reality impact your ability to develop new shows, and a lot of your shows deal with children or younger generations, when you're dealing with the majority industry studios and or networks?
Well, I haven't had an industry job, and I don't know how long that's you know, the kids today are watching YouTube, and YouTube is it's fun for them. They're not even watching television at all. They're on one of these, on their phone, and that's where they get the entertainment. So their perception of what real fun entertainment that's supposed to look good and sound good is distorted. So it's going to be really interesting. As you might have seen, there are movies that are coming out that sort of look like YouTube. They're talking to each other, or they're interfacing, or they're FaceTiming, and it's trying to keep up with what they're doing. And these are adults trying to do this. So I think kids they're going to have to be trained to say, this is really good entertainment. This is not, YouTube is not the end all be all. Let's develop stories, let's shoot it, and they are actually being proactive in shooting their own movies. There's something, there's a sitcom now on Snapchat. I mean, how does that even happen? But they're doing it, and we as adults and writers and producers today have to keep up with them, because that's the way they're seeing entertainment. That's the way that's the trend. Again, you have to make it for this screen and this screen, which, is sometimes hard to kind of compromise production, but it's okay. We have to go there. It's really an exciting time to be a writer-producer, especially if you're, still in school and you're trying to come up as a producer. To me, after looking at all the terrible numbers, it's hip hop all over again. They can keep suppressing, and out of the time when hip hop was just being born, there was a lot of things going on that you guys probably don't even know about, with Reaganomics. Out of that came hip hop, and it's happening, whether the networks like it or not. Kids are producing, and Tracy's got to deal with kids who are coming up as YouTube stars, and so it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time to be a writer, producer, actor, but make great quality. I think kids will always gravitate towards good quality when they see it. When they go to the movies, they want to see real good quality, but we still have to keep up with them the way they see it. So.
Thank you.